This particular one started out slow, but really picked up as it got deeper into the episode. It was pretty interesting. It was a
View experience went. Like this experience kind of like blew me away. Like it kind of like blew me off. Like I wasn't expecting how the whole thing turned out. So let me get right into it. So it just happened that some months back I joined a podcast network platform. I joined an industry network platform actually. So yeah, after I joined the platform, I found out that they gave a room for people to submit any of the podcast episodes, for members actually to submit any of the podcast episodes for review to a particular team. I think a coordinated team to review the episodes. So I said, okay, let me just submit one of my episodes, and I chose my episode 2 at that time for review. Yeah, I submitted my episode 2, which was the introverts and extroverts episode I did with Promise, if you can remember. So I submitted it, and that was it. For the following weeks and even months, I didn't hear anything about the review. So I was like, hey, does this thing even happen at all? So I was like, okay, let me just wave it off. If they decide to do it, fine. But if they do not want to do it, it's okay. I do not really give so much damn about it. So I just forgot about the whole thing until just early last week. One of the coordinators of the platform chatted me up. She hit me up. She sent me a DM on Instagram and on my WhatsApp and told me that the review had been scheduled to take place last week Saturday. So and asked that I be there. Of course, I was going to be there. Who wouldn't be there? Like since my episode, one of my episodes represent my podcast here. My podcast is going to be reviewed by a particular team, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll be there, and that was it. So I scheduled to be there on the set date. But guys, guess what? Unfortunately, I wasn't there. How did you know? I just wasn't there. Like the whole thing took me away. Like I wasn't on my phone on the day, on the set date, so I didn't even remember. I completely forgot about the event. I completely forgot about the session that was scheduled to take place on our clubhouse room. So it wasn't until later that night that I was able to get my phone back and I discovered that the review had taken place in my absence. Guy, I was like, what? So I just quickly checked the clubhouse and I found the replay piece there. So I was like, okay, I'm left with nothing but to replay this. And I did. I hit the replay button and the thing started to replay. So, well, earlier then I had found out that it wasn't just my podcast episode that's going to be reviewed, and that there several other people, like 6 other people, had also submitted theirs for review, and that made it like 7 episodes, 7 podcast episodes to be reviewed on that particular day. So, yeah, mine was last actually. So when I hit the replay, I saw that the first 6 were talked about first. They followed a particular pattern though. They followed a particular, yeah, a particular pattern where they gave ratings based on, they gave ratings to several categories like relevance, knowledge of the topic, structure, and the rest of it, audio quality, and so the first few episodes that I read, I listened to everything. Guy, these people were super strict. Like they were hella strict. I mean, if you really haven't met strictness, I saw strict that day. Guy, the review, I think it was on a scale of 1 to 5. So the highest those few persons I those few episodes that I listened to were given was just like 3. And I think one person got like 4. The rest 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. I was like, eh? Hey. Guy, I was scared for my own because I felt like I actually feel like mine would be the worst. I mean, think about what I'm hearing. Since these episodes that I'm listening to right now, that I feel sounds good, that I feel are good, is being rated like this by the review team. Well, what more mine? Like, what's gonna be my case? So I was I was psychologically scared actually to even continue listening up to my own part. So I had to stop the replay. I had to stop. Like I was like, no, 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 no. I can't listen to these at all. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. I can. Like, if I listen to mine, who knows, I might fall into depression for like a week or so, and I might just lose the ego and the encouragement to continue with what I'm doing. And I was like, no, 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 I'm not doing this again. Like, oh, I just dropped my phone. And then something in me was just saying, girl, just listen to it. Like, it's not going to kill you. This is not like the first time you're receiving any sort of criticisms. Listen to it and, let it just be like a push for you to do better, for you to do more. So, yeah, I know it's going to hurt, Yeah, it will hurt you, definitely. But just listen to it. It's going to, it's going to make up for everything. Like, it's going to add up all to the experience and will, make you better than you really are right now. So, I was like, okay, I picked up my phone again and I went back to the clubhouse room, so I continued listening again. I actually skipped the remaining episodes that were reviewed up to my own part, so I listened.
All right,
Don't
so
worry, take a listen for yourself right now.
with audio quality for Unlock the Job, one person, no, sorry, two people scored it one, two people scored it two, and two people scored it three. For relevance of the topic, one person scored it one person scored it two people scored it three, and one person scored it five.
Did you just hear
For
that? Like,
engagement, two people
wait,
scored it
these
one,
people,
two people
goodness, they
scored it
gave me
two,
something
and
way
one person
above
scored
my
three,
expectation.
and
Like,
one
see
person
my
scored four.
rating now. They were so kind.
For
I don't
content,
even know any of them. Like, I feel
two
like I
people
was gonna
scored
be
it
the worst.
one
Like,
person scored it
that was my
two,
second episode,
and three
and
people scored it
you would
three.
presume that I didn't even know much. Like, I had just started. I was very, very new to the experience. I didn't even. I wasn't structured. In fact, to be honest, that particular episode, that episode 2, I didn't do any research of any sort, which they actually talked about. Yeah, I didn't do any research, but I was just like, doing it spontaneously. Nothing, no plan, like no rigid plan. I just did it so spontaneously. The audio quality was bad. Everything was bad. Goodness. But for me to receive such kind of review, I was like, what? Did you know that? I think I was actually the best out of all the other episodes that were reviewed that night. Guy, I couldn't contain my joy. I couldn't contain my joy. I was super super excited. I was super super overjoyed. Whew. That's why you've got to believe in yourself. No room for self doubt. You understand? So when you feel like um you actually are your worst, maybe that's even where when you are at your best without even knowing it. So this is going to be a lesson for someone out there. Do not think you are the worst. Maybe even when you think you are the worst, you're actually the best. Okay? Just do it. Just do it. Just take God along. Carry God along and do it. You are going to succeed. You are going to do it well. Guy, I was super overjoyed. It was amazing. It was really, really amazing to me. Like, my first review experience was so amazing to me. Whew, that's it. So, thank you very much for this. And of